Well, moving into the third segment, we have a clarification here from Karine Jean-Pierre, because a reporter is asking for more of a clarification on, well, what should be done then? Should we just raise the debt ceiling again because we've done it, as you stated, 78 times? Is that the reasonable thing to do here? Is that the right thing to do? Or should we really just analyze the budget and see what we need to cut out? We need to stop doing what we're doing because it's leading us in the wrong direction. Here's her response. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, folks.
Yeah, may I follow up on that, please? If the Republicans in the House do present a plan for conditions for what they would raise the debt limit under, will you start negotiations with them on that plan? What would be the point of them presenting you with a list of demands?
Well, what I'm saying is they want to cut, but they're just saying this rhetoric that's incredibly dangerous, that is very dangerous to the full credit and of our country, right? You think about the debt ceiling, you think about the debt limit. We're talking about debt that has been racked up by Congress, right? But we continue to say this should be done when it comes to the debt limit, the debt ceiling, it should be done without condition. That doesn't change anything. I'm just laying out how they're proceeding here. It's such in a reckless way. And so we're just calling that out, but it doesn't.
What? You guys, this is literally crazy line of logic. And for those that are listening on the podcast, we do have an audio version of it. Go over to Podbean or check out the links below. I put that in air quotes because this is crazy. This is what she's doing is irresponsible. From that podium telling the American public, oh, let's just pass it through. It's not a big deal. But yeah, when you want to actually go through the budget, because Congress has the keys to the coin purse, and that's their job, is to go through the budget and make sure, we're not spending freaking money galore that we don't have. And that clearly we need to cut things because it's getting a little bit silly here on what we're doing, and we keep kicking the can down the road. Now it's considered reckless to look at your budget and trim. Let me know in the comments, you guys, is this crazy? Or let me know in the live chat right now. Am I out of line? Because that just seems like the basic thing to do is to look at your budget and go, we don't need that. That is really stupid. We need to stop doing this. Sorry, we can't have the greatest of great of this or that because we keep spending money that we don't have. But it's reckless, you guys. It's reckless to do that. You want to know what's reckless? Keep raising the debt ceiling. You're going to be really screwed when we do that. Again, I keep saying this. On average, the average American taxpayer owes over like $250,000 to the government. Yes, you heard that correctly. We'll give a range of it. $200,000 to $250,000 you owe, and your husband or wife owes too. So you together owe $500,000 to the United States government. Do you have that laying around? And it's only increasing. It's only increasing. We haven't even talked about your state. That's just federal. That is just federal. So, hey, if you have $250,000 laying around, or if you're married, $500,000 just laying around that the government's going to collect, let me know. But I sure in hell don't, and probably never will. But hey, let's just unconditionally do it. No conditions whatsoever. Let's just pass it through. Let's just continue to be idiots. That's basically what she's saying.
Change where we stand. It doesn't change the fact that we are not going to negotiate here. This is something that should be dealt with like it has been many, many times before. In the last administration, three times.
And they were
Kevin
wrong.
McCarthy, other House Republicans.
Republicans were wrong
under the last administration. And again, this is a bipartisan way that it's been done in the past, and it should be done this way again this year.
This is her logic. And again, watching her for, however long she's been press secretary after Jen Psaki, is her thinking about almost everything is because it's happened in the past, we must continue to do it. And where I get that from, and one of the main aspects that she utilizes this linear logic, if you want to call it that, is about abortion. Roe v. Wade is her idea of, well, it should stay in place because it's been around for 50 years. There's a lot of Supreme Court decisions that's been around for a long time that shouldn't have been around even in the first place, but were removed because they were bad. You could talk about black people in terms of the Supreme Court. So, there's a lot of things that were implemented that were bad that hurt black people that should have been removed and were removed, rightfully so. But if you used her logic, because it was already there and it had been there for so many decades, we should continue that forward. No, what's bad is bad. And just because we keep kicking the can down the road here with this national debt of raising the debt ceiling, because it's been around and we've done it 78 times, we should keep doing it. So we should keep shooting ourselves in the foot or punching ourselves in the face like you're Jim Carrey from Liar Liar. Yeah, no, that's real smart, Karine. That's real smart. Telling the American public to be idiots about their money. Furthermore, telling Congress to be idiots too. And you know what? Her going, well, Trump did it 3 times. He was wrong. Just because I'm a registered Republican doesn't make it like I'm beholden, bowing down to these knuckleheads. He was an idiot for spending that much money. And I'm a Trump supporter. He was an idiot. He wasn't right on 100% of things. Nobody is. But he was dumb for how much money he spent. I like the money he spent on the military because that's one of the main functions of government, but not social programs. No. Social programs is not one of the main functions of government. It is not. You can look back at the Federalist Papers and get that idea out of your head. But, nobody wants to read the Federalist Papers because it's boring. But, God forbid we actually learn civics. We learn about the function of government and see what the government is supposed to do. And I'm not saying I know everything, but I do know the basics of it. And what she's pushing here goes against those very basics. Let me know what you think about all those. Comments that I wanted you to leave down below in terms of the Social Security idea from segment 2. Also, I want to know what you think about her being a knucklehead here telling, hey, let's just raise the debt ceiling so we can keep spending money galore and that you owe the government more money or your kids or your grandkids. Somebody's going to end up owing them more. Let me know what you think about that.
I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.